Tonight, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right out of the gate, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Miami Dolphins. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And the drive starts with a run from Achane. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking middle, and that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's got his man on the crossing route. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They go back to Riddick. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Riddick. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now the first carry for Bush. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's got room down to the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 41 yards. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Rondale Moore, 59 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a... He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get...
It got his man complete. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Dolphins offense returning to the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. To throw is Howard on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send a receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Operating from the gun. Howard. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what it is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed?
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing on first down. Bates swings this out for Hunt. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
10 yards and a Seattle first down. Looking to throw. Bates. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kareem Hunt, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they take a knee. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon God.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coach is up in the gets downfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Back to throw. Bates. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8. On the counter, Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Busts through the tackle, dancing away at the 35. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a 2nd and 2. Bush trying the middle. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The sack on 1st down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the 1st. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. Trying to punch it across with Bush. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
And he powers his way up past the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Howard. That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 3rd down and 10. Back to throw. Bates. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, 2 hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up the middle they go. Turner. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Looking to throw. Bates. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Howard. Over the middle. Cooper with it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howard. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Howard. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Howard now on 1st and 10. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Ball resting on the 20. This is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Now, worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason, but that may not come into play here in a 2-score game late. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it, but even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's Hooper, and he's got it. Wow. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Second and 6. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and that should just about do it. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, from where we sit, Brandon, it certainly appears that that touchdown should just about do it.
Probably, but I'll play the analyst here. You know we've seen some crazier endings.
That we have, and maybe we should sit back and make sure we can stay around for the ride because it could be a wild finish.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Dolphins now down by 15. A little under 40 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Now Howard throwing to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Howard throwing on 1st down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
One last shot at the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And they can't connect. Incomplete. That stops the clock with 3 seconds left, so probably one final play here in the second quarter, barring a penalty. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board, both
Tonight, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's week 2 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And off we go from Nashville. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Flush to his right. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
I know they got the 1st down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Jet sweep here, Smith and Jigba.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And a short gain down to about the 33. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9.
Forced out to his left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. On the delay, here's Hunt. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kareem Hunt.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Henry up the middle. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. Back to throw, it's Levis. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Here we go again. Here we go again. 31's the mic. Ricky.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Levis to throw it. And that is incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for the second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive.
So a 6-carry drive the last go-around, touchdown on the end of it. We'll see if they can duplicate that here.
I think that they would like to. I know every runner that we've ever met would love to carry the ball more and more and more. In fact, we keep a ball in the booth just for demonstration purposes.
You're holding it right now.
I'm going to give it to you. Is it heavy? Is it that heavy?
No, it's pretty light.
It's pretty light, right? So keep giving it to him and let him do his work. It's not going to slow him down.
If it's light for me, it's definitely light for him. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. That seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll try and run for the first with Bush. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw hauled in by Washington.
So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Levis sets up to throw here. Pass taken in by, and he lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Levis trying to get his guys set as quickly as possible. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. How to approach this? 3rd down and 16 yards to go. A handoff, running left. Henry stays on his feet, and he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 7. On the delay, it's Bush. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And quickly, they get to the line. They're going to look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Levis back to throw.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Levis on 3rd down.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
One final shot before the half. Here's Levis airing it out for Hamilton. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front.
As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
First and goal, Bush. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter.
Get into 6 points. Elliott on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Now a give right side. Pruitt. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Number 53, Mike 53. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the right sideline.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window. And sometimes interceptions result.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They run up the middle with Bush. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Running the ball served them well all game long, and there's another example as they pick up a 1st down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They go play action here on 1st down.
That is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Pruitt.
And he will have a Titans 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Osborne over the middle, complete. It's Townsend. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Osborne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Back to throw. Osborne. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard.
A give running right is Mitchell. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw. Osborne. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Back to throw. Osborne. That's complete. Right around the 8. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw. Osborne. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chigakonkwo from 4 yards out. And the Titans are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a Tennessee score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground with Bush. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Back to throw. Bates. Turner's got it on the crossing route. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. Turner. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he's able.
They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Bates. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Off the play fake. Bates. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A beautiful fake. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. Off play action. Bates. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but there he goes left side. Still going inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Moody good with the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Back to throw. Bates. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. Now a handoff up the middle. Turner. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
He's going to rifle one deep left side and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Let's go. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. I got you, pump.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Osborne looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Osborne.
Over the middle, he has Okonkwo.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. So the victory here for Seattle. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins.
Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. But tonight, we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Play action. It's Jackson. And right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Now here are the Seahawks in great shape to start their first drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players in one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, escaping the pressure right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. Now Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll run on 1st down. Bullard, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield, and he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Six yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
41 yards.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And bulldozing his way through.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't after 1.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7.
They run again with Hunt.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get 1st downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to battle his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and he'll get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 4th and 1.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 40 yards.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, is swapping that onus back and forth.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
3rd and 8.
Now Jackson. Being chased out left.
That's going deep for Bateman. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. The coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. Have that what he did after the catch.
Yeah, get your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
11 yards there, and a 1st down for Seattle. They stay on the ground again. It's hot. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, he made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now the first carry for Bush.
And a hard-working run here as he inside the 20, down to 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run up the middle of Bush. Justin Adebike there to bring him down. This is 2nd and 8. On the counter, it's Bush. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 15 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Trey Brown.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw.
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
3rd and 2.
They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. Touchdown. Austin Hooper. 28 yards.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Elliott now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's capped off by the Austin Hooper touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Just over 30 seconds to go. 6 seconds to go until halftime. Jackson on 1st down.
That's going deep for Bateman.
And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And they can't bring him down. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive. Something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays, and the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. Whitfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. To throw is Jackson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Throw out wide is incomplete. We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. And they'll send the tight end in motion. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And finally marked down at the 23. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. So the big play gets him all the way down to the...
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He finds his man, complete. It's Glover. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll set up to throw, and it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
On the delay, it's Bush. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 10 yards out.
And the Seahawks add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And the Ravens taking the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First target, first catch at a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Back to throw again.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Tucker now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
2nd down and 4.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half is pretty much
reset button starting tomorrow.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now back to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.